Breaking news for you at the first top of our hour. Agriculture Commissioner Andy Gibson's father is dead. Investigators say he was shot by a Simpson County Sheriff's deputy. Thank you for joining us. I'm Terrence Friday.
And I'm Margaret Ann Carter. It's a story that we've been following for a few hours now. WJTV 12's Gerald Harris is live along Holly Grove Circle in Braxton with more on this developing story. Gerald?
Yeah, we're learning that Andy Gibson's father, Harry Gibson, was shot and killed with one gunshot wound at the very least, according to Simpson County coroners. Now, there is no word at this time from the Simpson County Sheriff's or the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation on what exactly took place here on Holly Grove Circle, which has all been investigated by MBI. They say in a statement, all investigative findings will be shared with the district attorney's office throughout the process for consideration and review. Commissioner Andy Gibson released a statement in part saying, "My father passed away tragically after a years-long struggle with a brain injury and related illnesses. Please pray for our family as we ask for a period of privacy to grieve." And Governor Phil Bryant, who appointed Andy Gibson as Agriculture Commissioner, tweeted, "Deborah and I offer our deepest sympathy to Andy and his family. I am certain his faith and our prayers will bring him through this tragedy." And as policy per MBI, they will not be releasing the officers that were involved in this shooting. Reporting in Simpson County, Gerald Harris, WJTV 12.
Thank you, Gerald. We'll stay up to date with you as well. Happening right now, officers are on the scene of a crash. It happened on Highway 18 and Maddox Road. Right now, we know of multiple vehicles that were involved, and there are possible injuries there. A fire truck and ambulance are both on scene. If you frequent this area, please find a detour. We'll keep you updated. The Hinds County School District held an active shooter drill today. Police officers rushed inside Gary Road Intermediate School in Byram this morning. Teachers, administrators, and students all took part in the drill. A fake intruder came in as a parent wanting to pick up a child.
Started probably 5 years ago with a tabletop exercise and an hour-and-a-half PowerPoint. And it went through the school district to where we have to do something. And John and his team over the last 5 years has been very proactive. We have an exercise every summer.
The Hinds County School District has held these exercises at a different school each year.
As many people in the state continue to suffer, a man is hoping that a billboard will bring attention for flood victims. The billboard calls for the installation of pumps to prevent black water flooding in the future. As we've been reporting, neighborhoods like Eagle Lake and parts of the Delta are still inundated with water, and none of them actually have been getting the help that they say they need. These billboards are an attempt to get federal dollars in to help the people who are suffering.
You take from here, you can drive all the way to Greenwood, Mississippi. There's fields, houses flooded everywhere. And they're talking about this water here is going to rise another foot before this is over with. The entire community of Eagle Lake is devastated. Will never be the same. Will never be the same.
Now, a similar plan was rejected years ago after a study done by the EPA. We will have more on this issue for you tonight on WJTV 12 at 6. And next at 4, a casket rises to the surface and a local family says that flooding may be to blame. We'll hear from them in our next half hour. Traffic was backed up for hours on I-220 this morning. There was a fiery crash there. It happened in the northbound lanes near Industrial Drive. 2 of the vehicles involved were semi-trucks, and one of them actually caught fire. Several people are hurt, but they are expected to be okay. The exact cause of that crash is still under investigation.
A tragedy cut short the life of one West Point cadet. Early this morning, a military vehicle rolled over, killing the cadet and injuring 21 other people.
Mary Maloney was there and has more on the accident that happened.
A West Point training turned deadly when a military vehicle rolled over, killing one cadet.
Today was a tragic day for the West Point community in our United States Army.
2 soldiers were driving a troop vehicle with 20 cadets inside to the Camp Natural Bridge training site.
The cadets were involved in a standard training exercise that occurs as a part of their military training program here at West Point.
The cadets are part of the West Point Rising Senior Class of 2020 and were on a hilly dirt road.
We want to make sure that our soldiers and our cadets train in realistic training environment, so this is a part of our realistic training.
The incident involved a light-medium tactical vehicle, typically used to provide help during natural disasters like floods or wildfires.
It is not common for these vehicles to turn over.
When you're dealing with heavy equipment, when you're dealing with people learning how to use it, accidents happen. even with the best leadership and the best intention. And in my Army career, I've seen far too many of them.
As the cause of the crash is investigated, President Trump offered his condolences, tweeting, "So sorry to hear about the terrible accident involving our great West Point cadets. We mourn the loss of life and pray for the injured. God bless them all."
This is the United States Army. We're strong. We're strong here at West Point. The community has come together very, very nicely.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
All right, well, happening tomorrow, several Republican candidates in statewide races are going head-to-head. The Mississippi Federation of College Republicans and Lincoln County Republican Women will host a debate at Southwest Mississippi Community College. Bill Waller and Robert Foster have agreed to take part in the governor's debate. Senator Michael Watson, who's running for Secretary of State, will also be there, and Attorney General candidates Andy Taggart and Mark Baker have agreed to take part. WJTV12's Byron Brown will be one of the moderators. That event will live stream on WJTV.com Friday at 7 p.m. And remember to make WJTV12 your local election headquarters. We're closely tracking all races across the state. Primaries are Tuesday, August 6th. Let's turn things now over to Chief Meteorologist Ken South.
All right, headed down forward tonight, we run the risk of running into some scattered showers. Temperatures dropping into the mid-70s by 9 p.m. We'll check out Live Eye Max 12 and your 8-day forecast. It's coming up after the spring.